Guru, Wa 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 Guru,
Guru, Guru. Very good, Simran. Thank you. All right. Sorry, I was not available from last couple of days. Okay, so with Vaiguruji's Kirpa, let's continue with the Dakhni Onkar. And the most important thing which we need, let me actually first check if the live stuff has started or not. Give me 1 second. I need to check that. Oh, okay. We need to stop this. I don't even know how to stop the live thing. Okay, let me see here. Stop share, live on YouTube, stop live stream, or I don't know if we can change it. Okay, I'll change it later. That's fine. Let's continue with this. Okay. All right, ji. ठीक है. हाँ जी. So Dakhni Onkar, we have mentioned it earlier. It is an explanation of what we read, right? Ik Onkar. It's a whole explanation. Guru Nanak Dev Ji ne sade te bahut kirpa kiti. He did a lot of kirpa and he explained, right? So everything is an explanation of one Vaheguru, right? The one Vaheguru, the sound which came from one Vaheguru, which created the whole universe. There's an explanation of that what all he does, right? And when somebody, now in this body, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is explaining us, when somebody, as in some mind, gets connected with that Onkar, what happens? You know, apa milap kehne. So you will see now, and you don't have to even ask others, somebody's met Vaheguru or not. In this body, things will be very, very clear. Very, very clear. And actually, just in the first line, things will be clear, right? So there is a, let's take an example. There's a point X, and we have to, let's say, go to the point Y, right? There's a straight line there, let's say, right? And between X and Y, the midpoint of that line, let's say there is some midpoint out there, right? Now, lot of people we will meet who are walking on this path. Some are in the midpoint, some are very close to there, but the very rare ones are there which have actually met Vaheguru. And the signs are there. We don't have to judge others, but we have to judge ourselves, right? What happens when somebody gets connected? Guru Nanak Dev Ji explains. Ugve Sur Asur Sangare. What is Sur? Sur, there are two meanings of Sur, right? Sur meaning in when we read Surma, as in the warrior, right? But there is another meaning which is called Suraj, sun. Here the meaning is Suraj, because how I know it is the meaning of Suraj, sun, not the warrior? Because Maharaj saying Ugve, rise, right? The rise of the sun, as in the Prakash inside our mind. Asur Sangare. Asur are demons, right? In Hindu mythology, they were demons. They were like a proper Asur, just like you have Devte, there was always a fight going on in the Hindu mythology between the Asurs and the Devte. Devte are the angels, good angels, and Asur are the negative ones. But here we have to take a deep dive. Maharaj is talking about that when in our mind that Suraj, that Prakash comes, when the darkness goes away, what happens? Asura Sangar hai. Who are the Asur for us? The five thieves, the five demons: Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar, and they keep on changing their shape. Lust, greed, anger, attachment, ego, and then they keep on changing it, right? They become gossiping and slandering. They become hate. They become a lot of things, right? So we need to understand this thing, that high level. If you think that you're very close in meeting Vaheguru, how you can judge your avastha is check. First check, do you have calm, as in lust? Do you have a lust in you? Are you greedy? Do you get angry for small things? Are you attached to your family or to certain things, to your wife, to your kids, maybe to some things, right? Maybe a car, your house, all are attachment, right? Then hankar, do you get egoistic about the thing, your knowledge? It can be even a spiritual knowledge. Maybe you think, oh, I know better than the others, right? Oh, that guy doesn't know what he's talking about. That all are signs of ego. So we all need to self introspect. If we have those things, that means that Prakash has not happened. Maybe you are seeing Prakash somewhere out there. Sometimes with Vaheguruji's Kripa, Maharaj maybe give you a chill mill out there and show you the sign. But that doesn't mean that it is you are part of that, right? We have to become part of that. Ucho dekh shabad bichare. Maharaj is saying that uche andar, है ना? When we say ucha, ऊंचे ऊपर ऊंचा नाव, एवड ऊंचा होवे कोई तिस ऊंचे को जाने सोए. Ucha as in top, on our head, top of our head, in the dasam dwar. That's where Vaheguruji is sitting there. Maharaj says to reach that stage, what you have to do is you have to put your dhyan ucha, at the ucha place, not directly. See, there are stages, right? When we say these things, some people like start putting the dhyan on the top, above their head and all, because we learn it for Gurbani. But we need to understand, you can only put a dhyan out there if you have no thoughts, if you are at adol avastha, nirvichar avastha, if your mind is not wandering, if your mind is static, then only the dhyan will be successful. Otherwise, dhyan will also not be successful. And that's why we don't have to hurry onto things. It is the sahaj the mark. And the sahaj the mark first is when you think that with the Vaheguruji's Kirpa, the pressure of these asurs, as in the Kam, Krodh, Lomo, Hankar, is less and less and less, almost negligible. But if we wake up or in the middle of the day, we get lusty thoughts, we become angry. Some lot of people get angry because if they don't get a food, right, in time, when you're hungry, you become angry sometimes. All these are the checks. If you have not yet reduced their efforts, as in the efforts of asurs, you should not start putting your dhyan above there. No. Yes, we might in the sangat, when we are sitting in the sangat, we might be doing that, right? But you have to see where you are, because in the sangat all different types of people are there in different avastha. Best thing is, even if somebody is at a very good avastha, again, I can't judge anybody who is at what avastha, you know better. That's why it is for you to judge yourself, where how your calm, your krodh, your lobh, your moh, your hankar is behaving, ਕਿਵੇਂ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਅਟੈਕ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਹਨਾ? ਉਹ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਅਟੈਕ ਹੋਣ ਵੀ ਡਿਆ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ, are they even attacking you or not? So you have to see that, right? What is the level of thoughts you have? ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਵੇਖਣਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ. Because when you will fall in love with the Gurbani Guru, then you will take everything from the Gurbani and try to match it up with your stage. Don't have to even ask. If you have confusions, we can talk about it. But mostly, if you are going a deep dive in a Gurbani, you will not hear it. So here Maharaj is telling, Maharaj is saying, Ucho dekh Shabad Vichare, that how you reach to that stage where that Prakash like a sun will happen. Um, that will happen when we will start putting our dhyan through the Shabad, with the Shabad. First, see, it is like it is Sihari here, through the Shabad, not without Shabad. So first you have to listen to the Shabad, right? And keep on putting your dhyan and try to put, actually, let me put my video on. Yeah, so you have to put your dhyan here, right? So when you start listening to the Shabad here on the top, here. Let me try to focus myself properly. Let me do it. Okay, now everybody here, this place, right? So this place, okay, for the people on Telegram, I'm putting the hand on the top of my the star where my jura is there, right? Where the bunga is there, right? Here and like above in the sukham part, not directly on the cloth or something, just above that, few inches above. And that's where you start from listening the Shabad. When you'll start listening, and that's one of the techniques, right? When you'll start listening the Shabad here, then with Vaiguruji's Kripa, the Maharaj will give us the Prakash. Upar ad ant teh loe. Maharaj says, here, empty space is there, right? So all over us, it's an empty space. Is there a start or end of the empty space? No, there's no. Right? Or you can say, yes, there is, this is Ad and Ant the same. That's a beautiful thing, right? From where it starts, Vaiguruji, where it starts, it is in circle, right? We wear a kada, right? And a kada kind of basically reminds us. It's a circle, right? You keep on going, wherever you will see out there, you will see Vaiguruji. Ad is also here, Ant is also here, but Ad is connected with Ant. Where the end happens, the start happens there. So what does it mean? That means there is no end. It's endless, right? We will not be able. We will not, because that's why in Gurbani it says Beant. What is the limit of Vaiguru? We cannot figure that out. Unlimited, right? Limitless. Upar ad, ant teh loe. Teh loe as in three worlds, right? The three words, they all are connected. Everything is connected like a circle round. Ape kare katha sune soe. It's very clear. He is the one who has created it. He is the one who is speaking. Anybody who is speaking may be influenced with the five thieves, but who created the five thieves? Panch chor kine, demons, asur kine create kite? Vaheguru ji nahi, right? He is speaking, he is listening. Vaheguruji, when you are chanting Vah Guru, who is chanting? Vaheguruji is sitting inside you and chanting. What happens is our mind goes away. But if we put our mind and connect our mind there, that's where the kirpa will happen. Because Maharaj says, Gaviye, Suniye, Man Rakhiye Pao. Same technique for Gurbani, reading Gurbani, same. You have to listen. Same technique of connecting with the Shabad, Vaheguruji's voice, listening. Your mind should be there fully. Then only Kripa will happen. I mean, if you love someone, right? If you love your parents, let's say, and if you don't listen to them, is that a love? That's not a love. It's just saying, oh, I love my parents, but I don't listen to them. They can say whatever, I don't listen to them. It's the same thing. If you are feeling that sound or voice and it's continuously out there, and if you're not listening it, then what does that mean? That means you have not fallen in love with that. Every step is love, love, love. प्यार तो बगैर कुछ भी नहीं है. Gurbani is all about love. There is no hate. ऊपर आद अंत तय लोए, आपै करै कथै सुनै सोए. He is listening, he is speaking, he has created everything. It's all him. None nor nobody is out of him. We are right now also sitting in his lap. Vaheguruji is not only in Gurdwara or a masjid or a temple or a church. Vaheguruji is everywhere. So when we are doing something bad behind the curtains, by locking our door and doing something sad or bad, then there also Vaheguruji is looking at us. We are actually in the Vaheguru. We are sitting in the lap of Vaheguru. We do Gandh stuff, garbage stuff in the Vaheguru. We do good stuff in the Vaheguru. We cannot run away from Vaheguru. Even if somebody doesn't believe in Vaheguru, that's what Maharaj is saying. He is there. He is the one who is speaking. He is the one who is listening. Right? We cannot run away from him, even if we don't believe in him. O Bidata Man Tan De. He has given us the mind. He has given us the body. O Bidata, Vaheguruji. Bidata is Vaheguruji, the one who has created us. Okay? Without him, we couldn't have been created. Yeah, mom and dad, created us. No, actually, Vaheguruji created us. O Bidata Man Tan De. O Bidata. Now see, this is that's why we have to be very careful when we read Gurbani. Now, if I read this word and this line, O Bidata Man Mukh Soe, right? If I read it badly, if I don't understand grammar, then that Bidata will become Manmukh. Then Vaheguruji will become Manmukh. We'll say, O Bidata Manmukh Soe. No. O Bidata Manmukh Soe. That he is the one who is sitting in everybody. ਮਨ ਮੁਖ ਸੋਏ. ਸਾਡੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਬਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ. ਇੱਥੇ ਮਨ 'ਚ ਸਿਹਾਰੀ ਹੈ, ਮਨ ਦੇ ਥਰੂ ਬਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਰਾਈਟ? Then that's what we need to bring, right? We need to bring our Vaheguru Ji in our mind, in our mukh. That's what Maharaj is saying. That's again another jukti. Mukh is your mouth. First, that's why we chant. We purify our tongue. Suchi pai rasna. Naam japat Govind ka. Right? So when we do chanting, Vaheguru, 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 then Vaheguruji sits in our tongue. And then after that, Vaheguruji will sit in our mind. So we have to see that, right? Vaheguruji first sit in the tongue, and through the tongue, then it will slowly and slowly come in our mind. Once Vaheguruji is totally in our mind, lottery nikal gayi saadi, hai na? Then that's a treasure. That is the only treasure. That is the only place where we have to bring our mind, where Vaheguruji is not there. Everywhere Vaheguruji is there. Where he is not there? In our mind. He is not there in our mind. And we have to bring Vaheguruji in our mind through Prema Bhakti. Prema Bhakti. Not just Bhakti. Prema Bhakti. Bhakti, Siddhas also used to do Bhakti. But they used to do the Bhakti with the Hankar, with the ego. I am doing it. And we have to check ourselves. Are we also thinking the same way? Oh, I wake up at Amrit Vela. No, we cannot. Why Guruji only did a kirpa on us, then only we woke up. Prema Bhakti. All the good things which happens to us, it is a kirpa of Vaheguru Sache Pasha. That is the thing which we have to understand. And when we will understand and we start believing in it, we may understand this concept, but we don't believe in it. We need to start believing in it from inside. Saying it's very, Vaheguru Ji di Kirpa Ji and everything. But inside, no, there's a hankar, there's an ego. That's why reading the Gurbani in a proper way is very important, and understanding also what exactly Maharaj is telling us, and believing and walking on the path. Prab jag jeevan avar na koe. There's nobody. Dooja hai nahi koi. Dooja nahi koi. That's it. Only Vaiguruji. If you are talking with somebody, you are getting angry. Whom are you getting angry with? With Vaiguruji, because Vaiguruji is sitting in everybody. Very difficult task, isn't it? Very difficult task. Prab jag jeevan avar na koi. Nobody else is there. Nanak naam rate. How can we become rate? How can we be imbued in the love of Vaiguru? Through Naam. Again, see, Naam has again a Sihari here. Through the Naam, we can. Otherwise, nobody can. Naam is the most important ingredient, or I should say, that's the only ingredient to meet Vaiguru. And where there is a Naam, there is no home, mind you. So if you are saying, oh, I am doing this, I have reached to this avastha, I see this, I see that, and all that stuff, no, that means there's no Naam in you. It's very simple. Naam, people who are imbued in the Naam will be very, very humble. Anybody who is not humble is not filled with the Naam. Maybe, remember we talked about X point, Y point, and midpoint. Maybe they are at midpoint. Maybe they are very close there. But they have not merged in Vaigu. And that's a very important to understand. Because whatever we are going to ask from Vaiguru, he is going to give it to us. Jo marji mango. Sab kuch mil jayega. You want money, worldly money, you'll get it. That's the beauty. And that's why people, most of the people get Riddhiyan Siddhiyan. Actually, I was talking with a Gurmukh Pyara yesterday, right, from the Sangat, and he was mentioning that, right? And Riddhi Siddhis are the main thing. Easily, they come very easy. Naam comes late. When we get engrossed in Riddhiya and Siddhiya, start doing different powers, showing things, getting money or helping people, kisi nu munda deta, kisi nu kudi deta. I was actually talking with him. I was like, if you have to, if somebody comes to you and say, oh, you do a lot of bhakti, I want a son. You say, oh, okay, go ahead. I've done the das, you'll get a son. Let's say you say that. How many percentage of chances are that lady or that couple who came to you will get a son? 50%, right? Either they will have it or no, either they will have a son or a daughter, right? You know what I mean? If somebody is looking for the baby, either they will get it or they will not get it. There are 50% chances. So for example, if you gave a child to 100 people, 50 of them will get it, and they will start thinking that you are God. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰੱਬ ਬਣ ਗਏ ਉਹ ਤੇ ਜੀ ਬੜੇ ਵਧੀਆ ਮਹਾਂਪੁਰਖ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੱਚ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ. If 50 people go away also, then how does it matter? So that is the reason we have to connect with Gurbani Guru, not with the human being. Very, very important. We know this, but we still look for a human being. Don't know why. That is the question we all have to ask ourselves. It is difficult to fall in love with the Nirankar Vaiguru, formless Vaiguru. But that is the only way if we want to walk on this path, not through the human being. Yes, Gurmukhs can be inspiring, Gurmukhs can share their experience. That is a different story. But we don't get connected with the Gurmukh, right? We get connected with the Gurmukh to understand Gurbani. What is the message of Gurbani? That's the only connection. You can do on your own also, but you can go through the Gurmukh also. But that's the only connection. But when you start thinking that Gurmukh will give you Naam, Gurmukh will make you connected with Vaiguru, no, they cannot. They can tell you what Gurbani Guru is telling. That's it. Prab jag jeevan avarna koi. There is nobody like him. Very simple. Maharaj said, koi hai hi nahi dooja. Tusi kinnu labde ho? Kede bande nu labde ho? Sometimes some people will say, oh, I have, met Vaiguru, I have done this and all that stuff, right? And I'm just like Vaiguru now. I've even heard some people saying that I'm just like मैं ਉਹਦੇ ਵਰਗਾ ਹੀ ਹਾਂ ਮੇਰਾ ਮਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਾ ਉਹ ਰੱਬ ਵਰਗਾ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਕੁਛ ਮੇਰੇ ਚ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਚ ਕੋਈ ਭੇਦ ਨਹੀਂ What is this happening? Isn't it a home? ਇਹੀ ਤੇ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ. This is the game. The person who will actually connect with Vaheguru 100%, they will not say it. They will not. But Vaheguru ji can say, Guru Sahib can say. There is a story of Pai Paro ji. I don't know how many of you guys know the story of Pai Paro ji. Pai Paro ji, Guru Sahib told that Pai Paro ji is just like me. But Pai Paro ji didn't say anything. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਸੀ. ਹੁਣ ਆਪਣੇ ਹੋਏ ਆ ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਹੋਏ ਆ, ਬਾਬਾ ਬੁੱਢਾ ਜੀ ਹੋਏ, ਭਾਈ ਮਨੀ ਸਿੰਘ, ਬਾਬਾ ਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ, they all reached to that avastha, but they didn't said anything. Guru Sahib said yes, ਕਿ ਇਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਾ ਭਾਈ ਬਚਿੱਤਰ ਸਿੰਘ, so many things, so many in history to come, ਕਿ ਆਹ ਵਾਲਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਚੁੱਕਾ ਉਸ ਅਵਸਥਾ, ਮੇਰੇ ਚ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਚ ਕੋਈ ਭੇਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਹੁਣ, there is no difference between me. But they never said that. That is the humility, that is the beauty it is. ਸੋ ਇਹ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੀਆਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਤੇ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ. ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ give these examples to us from the history and from the ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ. We need to connect it. ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਰਤੈ ਪਤ ਹੋਏ. This is only one way you can have an honor, through the naam. Again, naam has a siyari. Through the naam. Through the naam you can get the honor here and there. Otherwise, utthe fir chittar hi vajne. Sorry to say that, but that's the truth. If we don't have a naam, fir pana le sajaye. Pana, pappe to nahi, pana. That chittar parade hundi fir utthe. So let's actually we have more time. We didn't do many classes before, so let's have another body also with Vaheguru Ji's kirpa. Maharaj nu ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਸਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਨ. ਰਾਜਨ ਰਾਮ ਰਵੈ ਹਿਤਕਾਰ. Now what is hit? Hit ਹੁੰਦਾ like this is my hit, but here Maharaj is saying, Maharaj is talking about that whosoever, doesn't matter who that person is, whosoever will remember Vaheguru with love. Chanting ਜਿਹੜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਜਪਣਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, do we do it with love or do we do it with compulsion? ਆਪਣੇ ਹਿੱਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰਨਾ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ? That means you are doing with love. Now you know you have this thing, you'll start loving this thing. There's a worldly example I'm giving. Your son, your daughter, or forget about your house and all, you start loving it, right? So that's what Maharaj is saying. Rajan Ram Rave Hitkar. We start loving Vaheguru all the time. Loving. Pyar. Chanting also. Vaheguru. Speed ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਂ slow, but with love. ਪਿਆਰ. ਗਾਵੀਏ, ਸੁਣੀਏ, ਮਨ ਰੱਖੀਏ ਭਾਉ. ਭਾਉ is very important. ਰਣ ਮੈਂ ਲੂਜੈ ਮਨੁਆ ਮਾਰ. Then he will fight with those 5 thieves. Vaheguru. No thought has to come. Vaheguru ji, help me. Do ardas benti with the kirpa. Fight with these 5 thieves. But with his kirpa. Cannot do it alone. We cannot do it alone. Have to be, that's why we are saying, Vaheguru, Ran me. In the battlefield, we have a battle with them. Ran me lujhe manua mar. Man nu nahi sunna us time te. Because mind nu hi te aapa theek karna hai. We don't have to listen to our mind because we have to correct our mind. ਮਨ ਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਠੀਕ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ. ਤੇ ਅਗਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਨ ਦੀ ਸੁਣਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਮਨ ਠੀਕ ਹੋਏਗਾ? Right? People see there's a difference in the world. People in the worldly way, oh, I think so, according to me, this how as us. That's where we go wrong. If we know our mind has a filth, how can we listen to our mind? We'll never be able to remove the filth. We have to listen to the Guru to purify our mind. That's why Maharaj is saying, Ran mein luje manua maar. कहना तू साइड, तू मेरे वास्ते एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करता. Then we will be able to recognize ourselves who we are. Then we will see मन में, है ना, सब में, सॉरी, सब में ज्योत, ज्योत है सोई. मन तू ज्योत स्वरूप है. Then we will recognize. But without that, how will we know? We are listening to our filthy mind, then filthy mind is only going to take us to the filth. ਕਾਮੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਨ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਚ ਕਾਮ ਭਰਿਆ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਚ ਲਸਟ ਭਰਿਆ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ? He will take it to the lust, to the calm. That these are the things which we need to follow. ਰਨ ਮੈਂ ਲੂਝੈ ਮਨੁਆ ਮਾਰ, ਰਾਤ ਦਿਨੰਤ ਰਹਿ ਰੰਗ ਰਾਤਾ. You know, everybody has this question. How many times I should do the Simran? How much time? Sorry, how much time should I do the Simran? Maharaj is saying, ਰਾਤ ਦਿਨੰਤ ਰਹਿ ਰੰਗ ਰਾਤਾ. ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ day and night ਉਹਦੇ ਰੰਗਾਂ 'ਚ ਹੀ ਰਵੇ. Doing anything, Vaheguru should be there. Start reading, you know, let's say you know a particular pankti, you love the particular pankti of Gurbani, start chanting that all the time. Start doing Simran all the time. Vaheguru, Vaheguru. Start listening to the Kirtan all the time. Pyar leke aao. We all have to bring the love. Then only be in the color of Vaheguru. Then only we will live in the color of Vaheguru. रात दिनंत रहे रंग राता, तीन भवन जुग चारे जाता. तीन भवन जुग चारे, चार जुगां दे विच, तीन भवन, तीन भवनां दे विच, right? You will become famous. Now people will say, oh, the yugs which have passed, how can we be famous out there? There is, everything is, remember we talked about a circle? That circle is going on. Is there somebody who is not muted? Okay, let me mute them. Okay, so that circle is there. What is going to happen after Kali Yuga? Satyuga is going to come. Treta is going to come. Dwapar is going to come. It's going to be rotation. It is going to be a rotation. तीन भवन जुग चारे जाता. ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਥਾਂ ਤੇ, ਤਿੰਨਾਂ ਭਵਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਵਡਿਆਈ ਹੋਏਗੀ, ਚਾਰਾਂ ਜੁਗਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਵਡਿਆਈ ਹੋਏਗੀ. ਜਿਨ ਜਾਤਾ ਸੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤਿਸ ਹੀ ਜਿਹਾ. And if we will recognize, Maharaj is saying, he is there. He is there. Vaheguru Ji was there in Satyug. Vaheguru Ji was there in Treta Yug, Dwapar Yug, Kal Yug. He is there in all the three worlds. When you will know him, you will also be known in all these three worlds. Jin jata, so tis hi jiha, you become like him, but you will not claim it. Ehi sari cheez hai. This is the beautiful thing. You will not claim it though. Yes, you will. You might discuss with the satsangis, right? That is a different thing. But you will not go out kitandora nahi pittoge tusi, hai na? ਤਿੰਨ ਤੀਨ ਭਵਨ ਜੁਗ ਚਾਰੇ ਜਾਤਾ, ਜਿਨ ਜਾਤਾ ਸੋ ਤਿਸ ਹੀ ਜੇਹਾ, ਅਤ ਨਿਰਮਾਇਲ ਸੀਜਸ ਦੇਹਾ. It's beautiful. Nirmail as in nirmal, as in beautiful, as in pure, which doesn't have any stain. At nirmail sijas deha. Then you are successful. The mission is successful. The mission on this earth is avar kaaj tere kite na kaam mil saad sangat paj keval naam. That mission of japping naam, or that mission of meeting Vaheguru will be there then. Rahsi Ram hriday ik paye. Then what will happen? It will be always happy. That dukh will go away. Rahsi Ram hriday ik paye. That ik paye will be there. There will be no confusion, no doubts. Why we have a dukh? Why can't we live in Anand? The dukh is there because we always have doubt. Should I do this? Should I do that? Then only anxiety will come because we are unable to decide. But when our mind will be filled with Vaheguru through the Naam, then those kind of things will go away. Only Anand, only bliss will remain. ਟਿਕ ਜਾਓਗੇ ਅਸੀਂ, ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਟਿਕ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ। We will be at one place. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਵੀ ਟਿਕੇ ਹੋਏ ਆ, ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਟਿਕ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, because we become part of ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ। ਅੰਤਰ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਸਾਚ ਲਿਵ ਲਾਈ, that shabad will always make us, our mind, the shabad will make our mind always connected with Vaheguru all the time, 24/7, not only for 3 hours in the morning or something. Amrit Vela is very important, by the way. Amrit Vela sach now vadiyai vichar, babiha Amrit Vele bole ta dar suni pukar. Right? Amrit Vela is very important, very, very important for a Sikh. There is no Sikh without Amrit Vela also. Obviously, there are exceptions when you have a night shift and all that stuff. That's an exception, right? Other than that, if you don't have an excuse, a legit excuse, if you're not doing the Amrit Vela, then that means we have not fallen in love with Vaheguru. महाराज ने जिदे ते नदर होंदी है ना, उन्हें ही अमृत वेले उठाउंदे है प्यार, that then you know that whatever you're doing, the response is coming. You want to connect with Vaheguru, that response will come then when you'll start waking up at Amrit Vela. My belief, personal belief, is that Vaheguru ji wake everybody up in the middle of the night. Some people decide to sleep, some people decide to wake up. But that is also the game. But next time you get up in the middle of the night, don't sleep. Take a bath so that you can freshen up and start chanting Vaheguru. Vaheguru ji will do the kripa. ठीक है जी, Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh. We are ending on the Pauri 10th, and from tomorrow we'll start at for the 11th Pauri. ठीक है जी, आओ जी ਆਪਾਂ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰੀਏ। ਵਾਹਿ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸੁਣਨਾ, ਗੁਰੂ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸੁਣਨਾ। आओ जी शुरू करिए। वाहे गुरु, 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 वाहे